What's up, Justin? How's everybody doing? But 1967 Volkswagen Beetle. Lambo doors, reverse hinge front hood, full air ride, disc brake conversion, 16-inch wide track slicks in the back, tons of modifications. Be building a 2276 stroker air-cooled Volkswagen engine mounted in the back where it should be. What's up, Franco? Right now I'm fabricating wider quarters with louvers to hide the Lambo hinge. '67 Volkswagen Beetle. Thanks, Jeff. Fabricated a vented visor. Thanks, Red Fishing. I appreciate it. I also have a merch store. You can get you a t-shirt, shoe. I mean, there's a little bit of everything. Thanks, Dave. Yeah, the vents are coming out good. So I got this piece mocked up, all tacked together. Got a little bit of finish work to do to finish off these edges. I'm going to use some, I think it's 3/16 rod. This is an old wire wheel bolt, but I'm going to cut it and I'll weld them inside here to finish off this sharp edge. I don't really like how open it is on the inside when you look down it. But I do have to get access to adjustment screws on the hinge, which is another reason why I did louvers. So I could still get a Allen key in here and make the adjustments on the door without removing the whole door. But that leaves it really open and I don't like that. So I'm trying to figure out a way around that problem right now. But it all clears. Nothing rubs or touches, and then when the door lifts up, and this will all be solid panel, all this framework, so it'll hide the hinge. Thanks, Chanel. Magic shrooms. Always likes when Beetles are turned into race cars. Yeah, me too. This takes a ton of work, a ton of fabrication. There's no subframe. These are all unibody, stamp body pans that bolt on. So I had to build an entire subframe inside to even mount the hinge to. And now I have to widen the quarter panel to hide it. The rear tires are 325 50/15s. Skull. What's up, Thomas Roberts? Thanks, D. I appreciate it. Yeah, it is a lot of rubber on this car. I'll be building a 2276cc stroker flat 4 air-cooled Volkswagen engine mounted in the back. It'll be around 200 horsepower. Yes, I'm in US, in Idaho. No, aligning the door with the frame is not easy. None of this was easy. If it was easy, everybody would do it. No, I don't want a TDI in this. I might throw one in my Rabbit. Yeah, it'll be plenty of power. The car only weighs, 1,800 pounds, so. I'll be spraying it truck bed liner satin black with purple accents, electric purple. And then interior, I just found some metallic purple and black alligator print vinyl. So I'll be doing the seats in that. I'm waiting for the test square to come in the mail. Neil Evans, what suspension are you using? I designed and fabricated my own airbag system for it, so it's fully airbagged front and back. Front's air over strut, and the rear is double convoluted dual 2500 bags. Thanks, Miami. Crow wants to know any tips for 60s cars when you have to retrofit parts. Yeah, fabricate it, weld it. Yeah, I'll be building the 2276 stroker. Flat 4 air-cooled Volkswagen engine. I'll be running 94 mil Porsche pistons, FK8 cam with 534 lift, big valves. I think they're 45-35s. It's a big engine, not the biggest, but it'll also be prepped for a turbo. Down the road, I'd like to get twin turbos. I'm not doing anything for the front wheel arches. I'll be running it open wheel just like this. Thanks, Neil. Thank you, Only Hurtful. Miami real estate lawyer wants to know how much I'll have in it when it's done. Not counting time, just material. I'll probably be around 30 grand. Every nut, bolt, wire, everything is taken off, refurbished, upgraded, replaced, or modified on this car. There's not one piece that hasn't been untouched. No nitrous. Right now, the plan is dual 40 mil carbs in a naturally aspirated motor, but I am building the engine reinforced K-savers, chromoly push rods, porcelain Teflon coated slip skirt pistons, I think H-beam rods. It's been a while since I bought it. It's all in boxes up here on the shelf, but it'll be prepped to handle up to 10 pounds of boost. Yeah, Beetle's one of the coolest things. I mean, just originally, before you modify them, they're extremely unique. The engine's in the back, it's air-cooled, they don't weigh anything, they can handle tons of abuse on and off-road. They're just a great all-around car. I mean, really like the original side-by-side. You can jack them up, slam them down, stretch them. I mean, you can do all kinds of cool things to them. And money-wise, they're reasonable when you consider you're building an entire custom car. You know, the cost would get astronomical if you were doing like a American muscle car or, you know, a Skyline or, I mean, something else. It'll make 200 horsepower. It'll make more, but I'm choking the carbs down to get more torque because I have huge rear tires that I have to spin. What's up, President 77? Chris said his first car is a 68 Baja Bug. Wish he still had it now. Go get another one. Thanks, Canyon. What's up, UK? Yeah, the merch store is open. The link's under my bio. You guys can go get you a shirt or whatever. We got all kinds of stuff. Sami, where are you located at? He wants to know, how long do you think it'll take you to finish it? I'm hoping 12 more months. So this is about 15 months from the day I bought the bug until now. I'd like to be done and painting it next summer. What's up, New York? I'll be spraying the main body in satin black truck bed liner. And then it'll have purple accents. You can see some of the mock-up colors on the steering box and the brass knuckle hood ornament. The skid plate underneath is also purple. The strut towers in the rear underneath, even though you can't see them, those are also sprayed purple. Wide bed liner. Good question. One, it's different. You see it, it's more common now, but it's still not common, if that makes sense. But it's tough. I'm not running fenders in the front, and I don't want to deal with chip paint and repairs. I can just spray it in truck bed liner and be done with it. It'll handle whatever abuse. Did you build it? Yes, I built all of it, except, I take that back. I had the Pro Street Tranny built, so the transmission I had built to handle the race motor. I'll be building the motor from scratch, but I did not do the transmission. What's up, Riverside? I'm not sure how much extra weight the bed liner is going to add. But, no, I forgot what I was saying. I'll be building a 2276cc stroker flat 4 air-cooled Volkswagen engine. The engine's not in, Sami. I can't show you the engine or the exhaust because it's not built. It's still in boxes up on the shelf. Hopefully I'll be building it this winter. No roll cage. I like to live dangerous. What's up, Montana? Bill Reed, I see you. But I can't walk around and show you the back if you want to see the back. Thanks for the follow, Bill. The back is unfinished. I've got some things mocked up. I'm going to do a snorkel on top, some kind of spoiler fin, something just to tie it all together. That's after I'm done with these Lambo doors. I'll start fabricating that rear end. I had to do I pound and roll my own panels? No, not yet. I do not have an English wheel, which is why those rear fenders are sectioned like that. I'm not putting any front fenders on. I'm leaving it open wheel. This is a 10.5-inch stretch on the front beam. But no, I don't roll my own panels yet. When I get a bigger workspace, then I'll get an English wheel and start learning how to figure that out. And a box brake and all that stuff. Right now I pretty much hand hammer. I do have a pneumatic plenishing hammer. I haven't used it yet, so I mean really I guess I could get away with hand hammering it and then running it through the plenishing hammer to smooth it out, and it'll just take a lot longer than an English wheel, but it'll get the job done. It just hasn't come up yet. I didn't have any of that when I did the rear fenders, and the rest of it's pretty mildly shaped metal or flat. Yeah, it's very small in here. This is a regular 2-car garage. And just with the equipment I do have, it's very tight. I typically do all my work on the floor, squat down in pretty much a 6 by 6 foot area. All my sheets, sheet metal and all that, I have to cut down to even get in here. And then as you can see, they're just stacked up right there. Pull a piece out, throw it on the ground, squat down, start measuring and cutting and shaping. How do I get the ideas? The car tells me what it wants to be built. I don't know. I can just look at shapes and know what other shapes would complement that shape. And it just pretty much builds itself. I have general ideas of things I would like to accomplish or create, but typically when they're done, they are nothing like they started out. So the best way to describe it is the car just builds itself. It really does. Is your woman allowed to help you? Allowed. Yeah, I guess. Does she? No, but I wouldn't have an issue with that. I had to reverse hinge the front hood so I could fit the Lambo hinges inside the quarter panel right there. So the hood opens this way now. Built my own hinge from scratch, made a subframe to support the hood, made a subframe to support the Lambo hinge. Yeah, I'm building a race car. Street race. Get out there and learn it. I am completely self-taught. I have no formal training in welding or anything else. I just buy the tools, figure it out. Thanks, Nelson. Do I drink beer while I'm working? No. I don't drink beer. No, I don't want a Jaguar. Yeah, Kylie, I have a YouTube. Same name. Go check it out. I don't know how much my headpiece was. It was 1, 2, 3, I think it was 5 sessions. The merch store is open too. Links under my bio. And go check out the shirts. What's up, James? Yeah, it's a 1967 Volkswagen Beetle. Highly modified. You too, James. It's a 67. Yeah, fabrication's not tough. It's not hard. It's just time consuming. I'll be building a 2276 stroker, air-cooled Volkswagen engine. Go do that wide body on your Mighty Max. Who's that? What's up, Atlas? Thanks, Bananas. Yeah, Mike, it should fly. Thanks for the sub, Nelson. John Paul. I'll be building a 2276 stroker. Yeah, little Eddie. I think I'm gonna build a trike next. I have the transaxle and motor that came out of this. Making about 450 all motor. Yeah, that's nice. No, John Paul, I'm not in LA. I'm in Idaho. Thanks, Jeffrey Lowe. Yeah, northern Idaho butts up to the Canadian border, but I'm down in the southern end by Oregon. Nah, I mean, it's not running yet. I haven't built the motor. Still doing body modifications. I've got the engine. I hand-picked all the pieces. It's sitting in boxes over here on the shelf. I just haven't built it yet. Yeah, it'll be air cooled, 4-cylinder, 2 carbs. What's up, Blas? What's up, Ghana? How thick would you go on the metal? The sheet metal? 22 is pretty thin. Everything on this car is 20 or 18 gauge. No, so front suspension, this is the original Volkswagen front beam, trailing arms, tie rods. The only thing that, thanks Ryan, I did is the front beam, the original suspension used struts and torsion plates. I took the torsion plates out of the tubes and ran through rods all the way through, so I have full range of motion on my trailing arms with no resistance, and then I put in airbags over struts. Yeah, everything about the Volkswagen Troy is different. There's, I mean, nothing like it, any part of it. Am I keeping it or selling it? Everything's for sale. But I am building this for me to kind of showcase my skills, my style, get my name out there. But if somebody offered me enough money, it would be gone. I would sell it and build another one. Yeah, I'm different. So is the Volkswagen. That's why I like it. This is all steel body. Thank you, BTC. I'll be building the 2276 stroker, air-cooled Volkswagen engine. Thanks for sharing the live. What wire do I use in my MIG welder? Right now I got 030 in it. It's a little heavy for sheet metal welding, but I weld other stuff, and so instead of changing the spool out all the time, no, not flux core, I'm gas over. So it's shielding gas, 75-25 argon CO2. See the bottle right there. Yeah, 030's a good medium. Like I said, it's a little bit heavy for sheet metal welding, causes more grinding cleanup later, but I'd rather do that than swap spools or have to buy a whole nother machine. What's up, Brazil? Because no matter what, you're gonna have to grind. I mean, I'm not a professional stacking dimes welder, you know, so there's going to be a ton of grinding, ton of, you know, body filler and what's up, Omar? That never gets old. What's up, Ricardo? I'm doing good, Ricardo. How do I come up with the concepts? I don't know how to explain that. It's, I have a general idea and style of the way that I like things to look or be built, but it evolves through the building process, and pretty much ends up being nothing like I originally planned, but it's in that general direction, and then it just builds itself. No, I don't sketch anything out. I just look at it, start building, and then the car tells me the rest. Yeah, organic, I guess would be a good way to put it. I'm just like, I don't like the way this looks. I want it to look like this, so I do that, but then that causes the other panel to look weird, so then I fabricate that, and then now proportionally, you know, I have to change the hood, or I have to change, you know, whatever, but what's up, Wisconsin? Any advice on getting into auto body? I am not a professional. I do this for fun. If you want to do auto body, just get in and do it. It's just tools. You work with your hands, you'll figure it out. Yeah, thanks for the follow. Pavler 650. How long will it take me to finish? I'm hoping 12 more months. So this is about 15 months of work. But again, I don't do this full time. This is all in my spare time. But I'm hoping to be painting and test driving next summer. Buggy, it's a 1967 Volkswagen Beetle, or what's left of one, highly modified. Still a build in progress, but 10.5-inch stretch on the front beam, 4-inch drop, full air ride, disc brake conversion, 16-inch wide track slicks in the back, vented visor, hood scoop, Lambo doors, widened rear and front quarter panels. I'll be building the 2276 stroker, Volkswagen air cooled, mounted in the rear where it should be. Hopefully this winter. It's gonna be satin black truck bed liner and with purple accents, and electric purple and black alligator seats. No, I'm not putting a roll cage in it. I like to live life dangerous. No, Sparrow, I'm not playing around. This is going to be my showpiece, my personal daily, and to take to shows and show people my skills, get my name out there. You have a great day too. What's up, Jimmy B1? Yeah, I can open the door. In terms of weight distribution, will it be heavy? It's a good question. I've been very conscious of what I've cut out of the car and what I've put back. I'll be really close to stock weight, around 1,800 pounds. With the race motor, is it a subframe? No, Volkswagens have a pan. There's no frame. They're like a unibody. But weight, I pretty much chopped the whole rear of the car off and the whole front, and then hand fabricated. Deleted a lot of stuff so that I could add stuff other places, like the Lambo doors and the bigger fenders in the back and all that. But I should be sitting around stock weight, around 1,800 pounds. Rear engine. Thanks, Jay. Sparrow, it's going to be both. I will take it to shows to show it, to showcase my skills, my style, and get my name out there, but I will be driving it to work. As long as it's not raining or snowing, I'll be driving it everywhere. Thanks, Sparrow. I like to use all my stuff. I don't make trailer queens. I want to drive it, burn rubber, scratch it, you know, use it, have fun with it. If it breaks, I built it to begin with. I'll just fix it. That's pretty cool, Boogie. Thank you, Boogie. The rear tires are 16-inch sidewall to sidewall. The tire size is 325/50 R15s. I cut away. What is that, Lenart? Wants to know how I made the quarters wider. I cut away the original body and then made a body 2 inches wider and welded it on. Yeah, I know. Wasteland Weekend would be cool. No, I'll be running a Volkswagen engine. I'm building the 2276 stroker, air-cooled Volkswagen. Flat 4. Yeah, we can do a walk around, Eli. There we go. So the front beam has been stretched 10.5 inches forward. Zoom out a little, there we go. So the rear tire used to be back here. Now it's stretched. I had to notch the hood for the steering box because the whole front beam is forward 10.5 inches. I made a skid plate because it's only an inch off the ground when it's aired out. Airbags all the way around. Reverse hinge front hood. So I built the whole subframe and hinge assembly to get that out of the way so I could fit the Lambo door hinge subframe. So I had something to mount the hinges to. I'm still hiding the hinge right now. This will all be sheeted, solid, and then I have the louvers. But everything clears when you open the door, so the panels won't collide. There has to be a gap here for the door to swing open this way. And I put louvers in because this had to be a gap, so I just made more gaps to take your eye off of it. But the whole thing functions without interference. And this whole framework will be sheeted in sheet metal, so you won't even see the hinge. Widen the rear by 6 inches on each side, and got massive 16-inch wide track tires on there. I mean, super deep. These things are huge. 325/50/15s. So then I had to make a fender to cover it. And because it's a swing axle, it's the older style, it cambers when you air out and slam the car down. So you can see the tire at an angle because it's cambered out right now. I've got it all the way slanted down so I can make sure everything clears when I build it. I'm gonna put a snorkel, fabricate something back here to tie all this together. I just don't know what yet. I gotta finish the Lambo doors first. Built Pro Street Tranny to handle the race motor. I designed my own airbag system, cut it out on my plasma table, fabricated drop swing links so it's double bag in back. And then it's bag over strut in the front. So these are actually air struts. You can see the airline. So fully adjustable ride height. The front skid plate sits an inch off the ground when it's slammed all the way down. The rear, because I'm going to keep it open engine, no deck lid, so you can see the engine, but I'm going to build a Baja cage to protect the engine, and the skid plate on the cage will be 4 inches off the ground. So it's got a nice rake to it. Thanks, Eli. No, it's not the original suspension. It's all airbags. Interior is gonna, yeah, so the interior, I'm gonna do metallic purple because there's gonna be purple accents on the outside and on the inside with truck bed liner black on the outside. But I just found some metallic purple that I think is gonna match. It's metallic purple and black alligator skin vinyl that I'm gonna get the seats, door cards, and all that wrapped in. By getting it done, I mean I'm gonna wrap them in that. I'm not gonna upholster the seats. I'm gonna have those upholstered, but the door cards, carpet, headliner, dashboard, all that stuff, other stuff besides the seat upholstery inside, I'll be doing myself. I've been building this for 15 months. How much would I sell it for? 60 grand. If I had to come up with a number. I think it's gonna cost me at least half that just in material. The motor will be in the back, where it should be, air cooled. .350Z, nice car, really nice car. The body lines on that car are near perfect. Obviously it needs to be widened, but you know, like Rocket Bunny style. It's a 1967 Volkswagen Beetle. What grade fuel will I run? That I haven't decided on yet. That's gonna have to do with compression ratio and a couple other things. I'll probably be running 91 just because of what I know, but specifically right now I haven't decided. I'm pretty sure I got to go over the numbers again But I am building the engine with dual carbs for now, but it's prepped out and reinforced for twin turbos. So later, when I can afford the turbos, I'll put the turbos on. Up to 10 pounds of boost. Thanks, Unruly. Yeah, Boomhauer. It's gonna be bad when it's done, for sure. What's up, Zach? Brad? Yeah, Unruly, I'm not chopping the top. I did make a 10-inch visor, or 10 and a half, or I don't know. But I like the height of the roof. They look good chopped. I mean, gorgeous, but I need the height for the width for everything to stay proportional, because I'm ridiculously wide with the rear end. If I chopped it, it would look like a pancake. What's up, Jason Bell? Originally, I was going to chop it, and then I decided against it and did the visor instead. You can see it's got good dimensions, good angle. I raised it up to vent so the windshield's not a giant parachute. This is a factory hand crank sunroof, fully functional. I've already rebuilt it, but you can see right here. So airflow can go up and over. Thanks, Jimmy. I agree. Everybody chops, everybody suicide doors, everybody does. You know, there's basic common things, and I've specifically sought out to do the exact opposite of all of that. I'll be building a 2276 stroker, Volkswagen air-cooled. DTs likes my hair. How many hours a night do I work on it? Typically, I don't work on it at night. When my schedule allows, I spend all day Friday in here and or all day Saturday as well, or one or the other. Pretty much every weekend. Minus a couple this year. So typically about 8 to 20 hours a week. But it's a lot of fabrication, it's a lot of work, engineering, design, and I have no formal training in any of this. I just figure it out while I'm building. I learn new techniques, new tools, and get the job done. Might not be the right way or the fastest way, but it gets done. The steering wheel is not on the right side. The image is mirrored because I'm using my front cameras right now. Can you see the back? Yeah, you can see the back. It's not finished yet. Yeah, I do have a YouTube. It's pretty much the same thing as TikTok. I post on both YouTube and TikTok. I'll be building the 2276 stroker, air-cooled, NA for now, but prepped for twin turbos. Trey wants to know why a bug, because it's new, unique, it's different. The engine's in the back, it's air-cooled, the transaxle swing, everything on it is unique to an early Volkswagen Beetle. There's nothing else like it. What's up, Alex? Thanks. Yeah, we're building cool shit over here. By we, I mean me. Check it out. Check out the page, videos. Check out the merch store. Superchargers versus twin turbos. Superchargers have parasitic drag. It takes power to turn them. So you have to create a lot of power to sacrifice some to still get a gain. If that makes any sense. And turbos, you don't have that problem. they do make superchargers for the Volkswagen engine. I think it's like Powerhouse or something like that. They make, I think they're Root superchargers, the Root style. Thanks, Steve. Been a master tech for 45 years, Steve. Yeah, I just figured this out in my garage this year. Yeah, Solo. It's going to be quick. The power to weight ratio is insane. I'll have the same horsepower as a built Civic, but I'll weigh less. No, I've never done a chop top. Not yet. I'm sure I'll get to it eventually. Yeah, Alex, I do a lot of metal fab projects. I do steel signs on the plasma table. Sometimes build, figurines, motorcycles. I just did an exhaust on a Tahoe yesterday. I didn't record that, but yeah, I do lots of stuff, not just this. It's mostly this, but that's not it. What's up, Chevy gang? Jason Bell says probably around 1,600 pounds. So stock weight wet is 1,750, I think. So I should be around 1,800 when I'm done. We'll see. I'm definitely going to take it down to either the dump weigh station or the truck weigh down here at the gas station, because I want to be able to calculate my power to weight ratio and see how much weight I actually ended up with in the end. Yeah, they're Nordic. They're bind runes on my face. Chevy gang. It's a 1967 Volkswagen Beetle, or at least what's left of one. I'm going to be spraying the main body in satin black truck bed liner because I'm running open wheel and I don't want to deal with chip paint, but there will be electric purple accents inside and out mixed with that satin black, and then the electric purple and black alligator skin seats. Yeah, Jason says he has a 2231 dual carb 69, quick but not fast. Yeah, well, that's depending on your the CCs is not the only factor. So your cam, your valves, your compression ratio, there's a lot of things that factor in your power. Peter, I'll be building the 2276 stroker Volkswagen air-cooled engine. No roll cage. Dave Webb wants to see the vent scoop on the hood or the sides. You talking about the brake, the front quarter, or the hood? The hood. So it's not finished yet, like a lot of other stuff on the car, but it's got the grate and grill in the back to match the brake vents, and then it's got it in the front, right in the center. But this is actually where I'm going to be hiding the headlights. I got these micro spotlights. They're for motorcycle forks, and I'm going to run 4 of them inside here, just like that. 1, 2, 3, 4 on both sides, and that'll be my headlights. $1,800 dual carb is better in the desert because it cools faster. Your engine cooling would have to do with how much oil and whether you're running an intercooler. Because even though they're air cooled, these engines are actually oil cooled. It's a misconception. The air sucks away the heat from the oil, so the oil can actually cool the motor. But I'm going to be running a 96 blade intercooler. It's tapped. My case is tapped for full flow and a deep sump. So I'll turn the the 1 liter into a 3.2 or something like that capacity. That's pretty cool, Alex. Yeah, just get into fabrication. Like I said earlier, I'm not a professional. I have no formal training. I've just figured it all out. Nye says, how much is it? He will buy it. Right now it's not for sale. I'm building this for me. But if I had to sell it, it'd be 60 grand or more. It just depends on how much I got in it when I'm done. Thanks, Dave. Alexandri. You got a 1969, 1600. I'll be building a 2276 stroker, air-cooled Volkswagen engine. Yeah, Jimmy. Once I can get the twin turbos, the setup that I want is like $4 grand. And then of course I have to add a computer, and there's a lot of work. Right now we're going to kick it old school, analog, dual carbs, NA, 200 horsepower. But once I do get the twin turbos, I'll be sitting around 350, 320 horsepower. Thanks, Alex. Thank you, Bernie. Yeah, me neither. Hopefully I'll be test driving it next summer. I'm going to try and get the engine built this winter. Hopefully I'll have enough time. And I'll be posting videos on the build. You guys will see everything that I'm doing. I'm in Idaho. I'm not going to sell the car right now. Yeah, Joey, the brass knuckle came out good. I cut that on my plasma table. Welded it on one piece. .400 horsepower, 408 torque. Nice. Links in my bio. Go check out the store. Get a t-shirt. Or a cup, or get something. Building at Crow Street, so no, I'm not going to track race it, but it is or will be a race car. Street race. Quarter mile or 8 mile. I'll be building the 2276 stroker, air cooled. I appreciate it, but it's not for sale. Not right now. The engine will be prepped for twin turbos. I don't have them right now. They're too expensive. So for now, I'll be running dual 40s. But yes, eventually. Thanks, Good Street. So the door hinges I got on eBay, but it takes a lot of work to make them actually function. Do I stick weld? No. No, I don't. No, I've never tried. I've never needed to. My MIG welder does everything that I need to do. What's up, Scorpio? This is 15 months of work in my free time. I don't do this full time. This is what I do for fun. Yeah, 1967 Volkswagen Beetle. Right now I'm using 030. You want to use 025 for sheet metal. 030 is a little heavy, so there's more grinding afterwards, but I weld other stuff, you know, framework, and so 030 is a good compromise. Yeah, the rear end's been widened by 6 inches on each side, and it's got 16-inch wide sidewall to sidewall track slicks in the back. So, Russia. I'll be building a 2276cc stroker, air-cooled Volkswagen engine, mounted in the back where it should be. The transmission I had built, it's a Pro Street IRS converted to swing, reinforced welded gears, one-piece boots, chrome ollie axles. I'll be painting it satin black truck bed liner and purple. Can I drop dimes? No. Yeah, when it's all said and done, on a stripped down bug with the motor that I'm building, I think it's a 11.5 second quarter. My crazy life, 110-ish watt. It'll be 200 horsepower, if that's what you're asking. I can get more out of it. Oh, miles per hour? Yeah. But I'm choking down the carburetors to 40 mils to get some more torque to turn these big-ass tires. I could run dual 48s, but the 40s should give me the low end that I need. Wild Nature wants to see the garage. You're looking at it. It's tiny. And a mess because I'm fabricating quarter panels right now. So we got the soda booth over there, the ultrasonic cleaner right there. Got the tubing bender, plenishing hammer over there. Workbench, material, saws, plasma table, CNC plasma table, and tubing roller, bead roller. There's the entire garage. I'd have more, but I don't have room. It's a 67 Volkswagen Beetle. Oh no, it's a mess for sure. Look at this floor. This is pretty much my workspace. I have 6 feet by 6 feet right here, and I do everything on the ground. Squat down. I don't even have a welding table or a fixture table, or I don't have room for it. So I just figure it out. No problem, wild nature. You have a good day. Frank, it's gonna have a 2276 stroker. I just haven't built it yet. Still got a lot of work to do before I build the engine. Hopefully I have it, I just need to build it. Hopefully I'll build it this winter. The engine new? Yeah. Yeah, it's a fresh cast Autolina, all aluminum, bubble top reinforced case, bored out for 94 pistons and an 84 stroke. I'm only going to be running an 82 stroke, but it's clearanced for an 84. Thanks, Ulysses. My garage doesn't drop below 60 degrees in the winter. Skull. What's up, Hayden? No, the doors won't rattle. They'll be fine. Practice. Just keep practicing. Is the wide body fiberglass or steel? It's probably fiberglass. I don't think anybody stamps wide body out of steel. I'm doing good, Hayden. Real good. Yeah, fiberglass. Get good at Bondo. Car's coming along good. I just got these quarter louvers mocked up yesterday. So this is the panel that I'm going to go with. I got the tops filled in and the bottoms. It's all just tacked. It needs to be fully welded. And then I'm going to run some 3/16 round rod up in here in this edge, at least this front one. I don't know if I'm going to do the sides or not, but probably. I'm in Idaho. This whole panel will be sheeted solid, so you won't see the hinge, and everything clears. You can see it right here. So nothing hits. Real happy with the way they came out so far. Am I closing off the louvers? No. They have to be open. I've got to get in here. All the adjustment screws for the Lambo hinge are inside here. So I got to be able to stick an Allen key in there to adjust my stop points. So these will have to remain open. I might close the back side off a little bit more so that you don't see this gap from the front or from the side as much, because right now it's really open. I haven't figured out exactly how I'm going to fix that part yet, but I have to get in here. I might put a screen that matches the brake vent purple screen behind these three to kind of take your focus off of the gap and being able to see inside the body, but I have to leave this one open to get my tools in here. Yeah, the purple screen in the back, if anything, should, because the outside will be satin black truck bed liner on the front of the louvers. So that purple backing in there should hopefully take your eye away from the other gap. Sometimes it's not fabricating and building it, it's how are you going to hide it when you're done? You know? Keep everything functional and clearing and, you know, all that stuff. And then hide it. That is a great idea. Invictus. Can make the screen slide out. That is a really good idea. I'm gonna figure out how to do that. I appreciate the input. Thank you. I'm sure that wouldn't be too hard at all. I can make a 1/4 inch step on 2 runners on the bead roller, weld those in the back, and then slide the screen in. That's it right there. I have plenty of room to be able to slide it in from the front too. Terry says you got to scroll through a lot of weird shit to get to a good car channel. Yeah, you do. That's why I made my own channel. But yeah, I think I've got plenty. Let's see if I can get this. Yeah, make me go lower. I think I have plenty of room to slide that screen in from here and cover up those. I think that'll be perfect. Some of these back vents are still a little distorted. I've got to hammer them back out just from bead rolling and everything else. Terry's a mechanic in the oil field. He's been thinking about doing a channel about what he does. Yeah, do it. Start it now. No matter what. I mean, there are so many people watching. You'll find a community that will enjoy your channel and what you're doing. Yeah, and big this it really will. No, I'm not going to the car show tomorrow, Hayden. There's a swap meet at Firebird tomorrow too. It's supposed to be a really big one that I wanted to go to, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. Yeah, there's a lot of fine details in this car. No piece is overlooked. Everything will be modified. If you go to that swap meet and it's good and there's tons of stuff, hit me up. I've got other obligations tomorrow, but if it's really nice, maybe I sneak away for a little bit. That's what, just at the beginning of summer, they had the big swap meet at Firebird. I didn't know that they have 2 a year. I thought it was only the one. I just found out about the one tomorrow yesterday. But the first one, that's where I got these doors, my mock-up doors, and so I could fix. I didn't need this door, but I needed the passenger door because the one that's on here originally got in an accident and it's all caved in, and they did a real crappy job on the repair. They pretty much just drilled holes in it and filled it full of Bondo. So I needed a door. I could have made a new skin, but it was just way faster to either cut that skin off and put it on, or swap the door's guts out and run it. But I picked up the pair. I saw one as soon as we walked into the swap meet. I saw that white door, and I was like, "Is that a Volkswagen door?" And I went over there, and yeah, it was, and it said $30. So I was like, "All right, cool. I got $30." I came back, and I grabbed the door, and I go to leave, and he was like, "No, that's for the pair. Normally they're like 50, 55 a piece with no guts." But I ended up picking up the pair for 30. About blew my arms dragging it all the way back across the racetrack out in that dirt parking lot. It was a mission and a half for sure. And funny thing, right before we left, I picked up my dad, and his wife asked, "You guys want to take a wagon?" You know, and I'm like, "Nah, I don't plan on buying nothing. We're just gonna go spend the day with my dad," you know. And we're there 5 minutes, and I'm already hoofing 2 car doors, you know, a half mile back to the car. So that's pretty funny. Yeah, so if you go tomorrow, yeah, Firebird. My dad said it was on Facebook. And my friend Jimmy was over, and he was saying, yeah, that it was going on. It's supposed to be huge. Yeah, Invictus, I didn't have the cash. I had to get it from my dad. I didn't bring any cash. But yeah, we got it done. Got my doors, so I can replace that one. And plus, I have empty ones that are light for all this mock-up for these Lambo door hinges. Said I got something on my face. Where? Did I get it? Nice to meet you too, Jimmy. Good luck at your gig. Yeah, right now, Hayden, I'm just streaming on YouTube and TikTok at the same time. It's pretty much the only two I post to. I started an Instagram too when I started these two, but it was too much to take care of. As it is, this is hard enough to keep up with. Yeah, no imaginary friends. Multiple streams. I'll be building the 2276 stroker, air-cooled Volkswagen engine. I did not make the door hinge itself, but I made everything else to make the door hinge work on the car. The hinge itself you can buy on eBay. It's a universal scissor door hinge. See you later, Hayden. Alright guys, I'm going to get off here for now too. I'll be live tomorrow morning again. Maybe get a little bit more work done on this quarter panel.